Hey everyone, it's Jason at SONAX. Happy Friday again. It's our 1 o'clock Facebook Live. You might hear some noises in the background. We're right next to Indianapolis 500. The Indianapolis Grand Prix is this weekend. Go Ed Carpenter Racing. Two versions. And people ask what's the difference and how do they work differently and how they... So what we're going to do is we've got a Mini Cooper with some pretty dirty wheels from some brake dust here. And we're going to show on one side of the car the Wheel Cleaner Full Effect, and on the other side of the car we're going to show the Wheel Cleaner Plus. So we'll kind of show you, give you a visual look at how these work differently. Here's the two bottles. This is the Wheel Cleaner Full Effect, and this is the Wheel Cleaner Plus. The Full Effect is our original version, and then we came out with a stronger, faster acting, I don't know if we call it professional version, but it's just a stronger formula. So what you'll see when we do the demonstration here is how differently they work and how differently they go onto the wheel itself. So what we also have is our pump vaporizers, just so that we can show quickly how this works. We use these all the time. They're just good for production detailing and things like that. So what we'll do first is the Wheel Cleaner Full Effect.
Jason, are those tires cool and dry?
They are cool and dry. That's the two words to live by with any wheel cleaner, to be honest with you. If they are wet, a lot of people like to wet them first, I get that, but if they're wet, then whatever cleaner you're using on the wheel is automatically diluted. So you do not want to dilute the wheel with the water. You want to let the cleaner work the way it's supposed to work. And then cool is so that if this metal is warm, and this goes for any wheel cleaner, if the metal is warm and you spray a cleaner on there, it could etch into the clear coat on that paint, and that's not something you want to do. So cool and dry, these are cool and dry, and I've got the pump vaporizer here. We're just going to quickly spritz this on. Now, as you'll see, it is a lime green. See that lime green color? That signifies that it is full effect. So what you want to do is, I'm putting a lot on there, just so you know. You don't have to put that much on there, but get back there in the barrels. Barrel back here. Make sure you get the lugs. Okay, now, I did put a lot on. You want to let that sit for 3 to 5 minutes or so, okay? And what it'll do is it'll start to turn red. You'll see it turning red, and what that's doing is bonding to the brake dust that's on the wheel. Okay, so now let's go to the other side. This is the Wheel Cleaner Plus. Stronger and faster. This wheel's a little bit dirtier too, so this is going to be a good test. So spray this on. As you can see, it does not go on green. The color of the product is, I don't know, there's a slight red tint to it. But you'll see as soon as it starts to go on, you see that red already? It's working faster than the green one. So be liberal with this. Spray it on. And we're going to let that sit for 3 to 5 minutes. And you'll start seeing the rotors back there with this stuff. As soon as it starts to hit the rotor, it'll start to turn red. You can see the red residue coming down. So we'll let that sit 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes a little bit shorter. But what it's doing, that red, I just want everyone to see that red. It's a nice day out, so we thought we'd show you. But that red is fine. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's going to bleed down, and it'll be easy to remove the brake dust. So let's go to the other side. Now on these wheels, you saw that other one, it's really dirty. Now see how this one's turning red? That's what it's supposed to do. Now, if you've got stubborn, sometimes in these little pits here, this brake gets really stubborn. It cakes up. What it's doing, what it really does is it layers on top of itself. So over a couple of weeks, if you haven't washed it, the brake dust will actually layer over. And you might need a brush. This is our rim brush, the SONAX rim brush. All you got to do is just kind of move it. You don't have to scrub, just move it. And when you're moving it, you're just kind of loosening it. There's no reason to scrub. That's road rash or curb rash. That's all you got to do. So if you want, there's different types of wheel brushes, wheel woolies. There's these brushes that have a nice long stem to them that look kind of like red Christmas trees. Go in there and it'll clean the barrel out really well. that's what you have to do. Let it sit. Don't worry about letting it sit too long. If it sits, we did this last year. We did it in Florida as a test. We let it dry in Florida heat for an hour. We let it dry on there. If it dries, let's say you spray it on, you get to working on something else. Just take the product and re-spritz it. It'll loosen it right up. Like products like to work with each other. It'll loosen it up. It'll come loose right away. So what we'll do, check out the plus side again. There we go. So now you're going to see a significant difference. This rim was dirtier, there's no doubt, but you can see how much more red it is. And that red is an indication of how much brake dust there and how well it's working. So I'm going to go ahead and put some quarters. Yeah, I might loosen it up. These are stubborn, these little quarters here. So I'll just go around and loosen that up really quick. There we go. That should be good enough. So I'm going to put some quarters in. It's going to get loud, so I apologize, but we're going to go ahead and pressure wash this off. Get the barrels, make sure you get your rotor cleaned off. The product's not going to harm any of the parts of it, even if it's left there. Just make sure you get it nice and cleaned off. So that is the full effect side. And we'll walk over here to the plus side. Right off the wheel, just like that. If I had a little bit stronger, this is supposed to be high pressure, but it's not. And a little bit stronger, it would rinse that off really well. But these little parts right here, see they're loosened. All you got to do is agitate them. See my finger's just running it over. And it'll come right off. There you go. So there we go. That's the difference between the Wheel Cleaner Full Effect and the Wheel Cleaner Plus. If you need something fast or faster in your production place, the Wheel Cleaner Plus is great. Again, the answer to is this safe on what type of wheel? It's any wheel. It won't harm any wheel. It's acid-free, pH neutral. So the solution is kind to any type of wheel that's out there. So thank you for...
What sizes does it come in, Jason?
What sizes, that's right. Thank you, Mrs. Blair. We've got the triggers, as you saw. We also have the 5-liter, which is a gallon and a third. And we also have the 25-liter in the Plus, which is roughly 6.5 gallons. So for the heavy user, that's a good size.
What's a good way to keep the rims clean after you clean them?
Exactly. So they've been cleaned, as you can see. Dry them off really well. We have this new product called SONAX Wheel Rim Shield. And what you do is, once the wheel's been cleaned, you spray the mist on there, and it creates a bond over the rim itself, which serves as a barrier between the brake dust and your rim, or the clear coat on your rim. And it's really kind of a maintenance product, and what it does is it makes it much, much easier for you to clean your wheel once it gets dirty again. It won't keep the brake dust off of it. Brake dust is going to happen. But the wheel rim shield will actually help the cleaning after you've driven for a while. So it's a really nice product to have in your arsenal. So thank you again for joining us this Friday. It's finally nice out, so we'll do some more outdoor things, and we'll see you next week.